same thing I stated earlier, but I would like to add that I don't care as much about like age gaps for short-term dating. If you're just hooking up with somebody, it could be that Leonardo DiCaprio is straight up telling these people, hey, I'm not interested in a marriage. I'm not interested in anything long-term. I just want to date hot chicks, have sex, and move on. There's not really like a manipulative factor there as much, because he's not supposed to like take care of them for the rest of their lives, or he's not planning on putting a baby in them and, you know, raising children together, or like it's not something that is you know, hoped to be forever after that. So I don't think that the manipulation is there as much, and I don't really care about short-term relationships. The red flags only show up in long-term dating, where you feel like you need to stay in that relationship for some reason.
Okay, cool. Andrew?
Yeah, I just don't feel like we established anything, right? Just nothing. So there wasn't any arguments given against the age gap that were of any moral imperative of any kind. We have established that older men like to have sex with young, hot women. I'm sure that strikes us all as being incredible information that nobody knew anything about. And that some young women like to marry sugar daddies and be pampered, right? Striking. I know it's society changing. Everybody's going to walk away from this with a completely newfound set of eyes on the topic. On top of that, we established that the only thing that's really wrong with this is that busybodies like Lav will stick their nose in it for no particularly good reason, because she thinks there might be some red flags.
It's my nurturing motherly instinct.
Even though there's nothing actually.
My
closing statement, Lav. My closing statement, Lav. My closing statement, Lav. You get yours, I promise. So all we've established is that she'll stick her nose in your business, even though she has no moral imperative by her own admission to do so. This genius level stuff. There wasn't a single argument. It was a complete and total waste of everybody's fucking time.
Oh, it was really good content. Okay, Michael, you're next.
Hey, I'm just here for Torsia. I came here because I heard Torsia was coming on, and I'm a big fan of Torsia. I follow everything that Torsia does. And my girlfriend and I are trying to get on Lab's show. That's the other reason why we came on here today. But the main thing,
you and I were friends.
Yes, obviously that too, Alex. But the thing is, man, I just want to say, you know, I understand this argument, and I've heard the arguments on both sides. I'm trying to be open-minded to it, especially one of my favorite books, Lab. I think you would love this. It's called The Murderer Next Door by Dr. David Buss. It's a fantastic book that actually goes over this specific topic. It's an evolutionary psychology book. And in doing that, I grant it. But the thing is, being in a relationship like I am now, where my girlfriend's 24 years younger than me, I can tell you she is at a much higher level of maturity than I was when I was 21. And I have, because I've been able to keep myself in shape, and because, you know, I still work in things like nightlife,
military,
and I still host
dude.
events.
You were probably you weren't an adult until last year.
Well, yeah, I mean that's partly it, but I also still, like, I host pageants. Like, I'm here emceeing a bikini pageant with like 70 girls. Like, I don't live the normal life of a 46-year-old man. So I think that kind of makes it. Huh? What'd you say?
It said you're a sex trafficker.
I'm a sex trafficker. There we go. Awesome.
Shut up.
I love it. Hey, Leo, when you come judge my bikini competition in Vegas, I want to do this. I don't think I will. You won't? Okay. I would love to have you come. The girls would love you.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, Lav, your closing statement.
I think that we ought to tell women to prepare for the second half of their life, and it's disadvantageous for them to enter a relationship like this. And I think that we should also socially try to point men into a direction to have families younger, and to not just behave primally off of what they want to have sex with because they want to have sex with young women. I think that men ought to show a little more restraint. So,
okay, cool. Torsia?
I guess, like, if we actually wanted to change anything that women do, or like if women are getting into these relationships with older men, they would have to stop giving status to things like money. And I just don't really see that happening. I was open to changing my opinion. But no, I keep my same thing with mind your business, and I'm going to marry my sugar daddy at 20. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, he can pay for the Lyme test, so you'll have no issue there.
Hell yeah.